Everybody's doing all right. I'm doing all right. You know what? I gotta say, this is the most terrifying thing I do all year. Like, I can get up in front of people and perform all day, but getting up here and talking to people like this is fucking terrifying. I'm fucking scatterbrained as fuck. My fucking brain works 10 times faster than my mouth, and it doesn't keep up, and I get up here and stumble and start fucking just rambling off shit like I'm doing right now. It's a good example. But anyway, let's see.
I like that
It's
crew.
been a good year. I haven't done much as far as like music and stuff. I've just been touring. Did a tour with ABK at the beginning of the year. That was fun. Ken's the shit. He's always fun to go out on tour with.
There's Tim.
Then I went out with Blaze, and that was a fun tour. That was the shit. Any of y'all get to catch that tour? I fuck with y'all. Then I went out with Twisted. That was dope. I got to go out with them for a little while. Hell yeah. Anybody catch those shows? Nice. And as far as touring, I'm going to be going back out with Twisted. Some of those dates have already been released. I guess there's a flyers or whatever that's got a few dates. There's going to be a lot more dates added. It's going to be a very long tour, so hopefully we'll be able to get out to all you guys' spots. And it's going to be a fun tour. Fucking Prozac's on that bitch. Of course, Twisted, Blaze, me, Scum from LSP. Oh yeah, I got some Scum fans out there. It's gonna be a fun tour. I went to Australia. Hell yeah. We got any Aussie juggalos in the house? Crickets? Crickets? Hell yeah. That was fun. The Australia tour was cool. I got to do that for the second time. I went with ICP, of course, 2 years ago, I think it was. The thing about that though is we were so busy going from place to place, we didn't really get to do anything. But this time we planned it out so we had a day off or whatever. So we got to actually go out and experience some Australian culture. And one of the cool things we got to do is go to the zoo and see all the fucking animals and shit that Australia has to offer. Wallabies, platypuses, kangaroos, dingoes. I didn't get to fight an actual kangaroo, but I did get to fight a big Australian guy in a kangaroo suit. I'm surprised there's not a video. For some reason there's no video of Australians don't video shit. The first thing you see when you come out on stage in America is this. The phone. And people are just recording for the first fucking 10-15 minutes. In Australia it's different. You know, for some reason they don't record shit. But I did get to fight a fucking big guy in a kangaroo outfit, and I guess everything was cool planning it out or whatever. I mean, it was planned out, of course, so I wasn't super surprised by it. But I guess during the time from the beginning of the show to the actual time for it to happen, he got very drunk, and he came out. I guess he's an angry drunk when he gets drunk, and he came out with the intentions of actually fighting me. So the first things that happens when I go out there to, square up with this guy, is he punches me in the fucking nose. Like, he literally punches me in the fucking nose, and like, when you get hit in the nose, I don't know how many people have been hit in the nose, your eyes start watering up and shit. And then my eyes started watering, I stepped back and I was like, what the fuck is going on? So then we kind of went at it. So here we are fucking going at it, me and a fucking guy in a kangaroo outfit in Australia. So I mean, I guess it was cool, it was fun. Another cool thing we got to do over there was go on a fucking ghost tour. I don't know how many of y'all have been on ghost tours, but they're the biggest crock of fucking shit ever. They always take, like this, the guy who fucking was our tour guide, his name was Ghost Guy Lachlan. Why do you talk like this? My name is Ghost Guy Lachlan. And he was just super into his character, and for some reason, all the ghosts in Australia are rapists, child molesters, and chicks who cheat on their husbands. Like there was like 15 fucking stories, and every one of them had to do with something like that. This guy, he stood up in his window and chopped off his penis and threw it into the fucking street. And that was one of the ghosts, the guy who chopped off his dick and threw it into the street. And now supposedly he roams the streets of Australia looking for his lost cock. Finally, I am working on a new record. I knew I said I was working on one last year, and I was going to start working on it, but then I needed some money, so I had to go on tour. That's the only way you get any money in this fucking profession, is going on tour. So I fucking had to hang that up and go get some money so I could feed my kids and pay my light bill. But everything's cool. My light bill's paid and my kids are fed. So this year I am going to be able to. Hello. We knew this was going to happen. That's why we were back there waiting for so long, for somebody to bring us some fucking batteries for this thing. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to have to... Oh, I feel like I'm doing fucking house parties again with the fucking cord. What was I saying? See, I done fucking forgot what the fuck I was talking about. All I hear is blah, 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 blah. Everything blends in together. But yeah, I'm working on the new record. The thing about it, I don't really have a name for it yet, and I don't really have too much information on it. The only information I have really is Seven will be producing pretty much the whole album. I don't know if any of you guys know about Seven production. He's pretty dope. I've worked with him on a couple songs before, but never really actually a full album, and he's going to be pretty much producing this full album, so that's dope. Yeah, I don't have a name for it. That sucks. I know I wish you'd come up here and say something. We'll call it Project Paperclip. We'll speculate. We'll just give it a code name. But yeah, I'm working on that. I haven't really got any features yet. It's always crazy to come out here and do these for me because like all my ideas and all my like things that pop in my head happen after the gathering. So when I come up here to tell you guys stuff, like I don't really have a lot because all my fucking ideas for some reason, like I come to the gathering and get inspired. I wish I could get inspired before the gathering, then I'd be able to tell you guys a lot more shit. But that's not how it happens. And working on a new record, doing tours. Let's see, I probably should look on my phone and see all the fucking shit that I'm doing. It's not really a lot. But working on a new record. See, I'm up here fucking. I'm losing you guys because my fucking brain's going 90 miles an hour. I'm trying to think about doing this and thinking about painting a fucking wall at home. And I'm telling you, my mind's fucking. I'm such a scatterbrain. I got fucking OCD, ADD, fucking insomnia. Oh, here we go. Yeah. I don't know how many of you guys have any of those conditions, OCD, ADD, insomnia. How many people have all three? You guys know what it's like. You'll be sitting there and I'll come up with all this good inspiration like, oh yeah, I want to do this, I'm going to do that. And my mind will start going and I'll go from, I'll get there, get ready to get in the studio and be at home and all these things are flowing and then I'll fucking get ready to go do it and all of a sudden I'll be in the kitchen trying to come up with some new recipe to do with ramen noodles or something. And then that's the ADD in my mind. And then I'll get fucking obsessed with ramen noodles because of my fucking other shit. And then my insomnia, I'll stay awake all night and think about it. And then I have depression, so the next day I'll fucking be sad about the whole fucking experience, and it's just a bunch of crazy shit or whatever. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all. I know you guys wanted some good, crazy news and something big and whatever, but I don't really have a lot going on besides working on a new record and going on tour, so I'm sorry to disappoint you guys in all of that aspect. But I guess because that's pretty much all I got going on right now, we can start fielding some questions. And yeah, if anyone's got a question, put their hand up. I'll come over to you. And again, because of my fucking problems, I'm probably going to look out there when he's over there. And so if I'm not looking directly at you, it's because I'm fucking just can't see you. Hello.
There's been some speculation you guys have been doing with the
Speak up.
Some special guests on tours and stuff, people have been coming to me and asking, is there a possibility that you're going to be over at M&E soon?
A possibility that I'm going to be over at M&E soon. I mean, everything's speculation, so I mean, I can't really talk about that right now. I can't.
They're waiting until Twisted.
I can't get into all that right now.
They're gonna wait till
Take
Twisted.
that. I want to take it. Alright, hold on. And then, is this going to be another question about that? Like, is the whole seminar going to be that?
No, I don't know a statement. I don't know y'all, some of y'all wake up at the party in the morning, but y'all nasty fucking people. Throw your fucking trash in the trash can. Seriously, throw your fucking trash in that motherfucking trash can.
Hell yeah. Throw your trash in the trash can.
And who's got another question?
That was a statement. Throw your trash in the trash can. I agree with you. People should throw their trash in the trash can. That's what the fucking trash can's for. What?
It's hard to get to the front. Anybody got a question over here?
This pole is really fucking annoying. They should move it over here. So somebody over here.
Alright. Two small things. One, for your insomnia problems and whatnot.
Yeah.
I actually have all three problems myself. I learned that if you're going to be inspired by shit, carry a pad and pen around with you so you can jot that shit down and remember it later.
I do that on my phone. I got the fucking notepad or whatever, but usually my phone's in the other room and I'm charging it and all my fucking ideas come at like 3
I always
o'clock in the
carry a
morning.
pad and pen around just so I can just scribble it down.
I already carried so much shit in my pockets. If you guys could look at my pocket, I got a phone, I got gum, I got like 50 fucking things in my pockets right now. I don't think I can. That's a good idea.
My actual question is this, what was it like for your first time in the studio?
It was, the ICP, it was very fucking surreal because as most of you guys know, I was a juggalo before. I got signed as psychopathic. I didn't come in here, you know, not knowing anything, so I was fucking, it was very surreal. The one thing that really blew my mind being a juggalo and fucking, you know, just like you guys or whatever, is going into the studio and looking at like the drinks that were like set up from people just drinking and stuff. And you know, I was expecting it to be Faygo, it was Coca-Cola. Like for some reason everybody's drinking Coca-Cola instead of Faygo, so that kind of blew my mind. It kind of made me go, oh, damn. That just kind of ruined something for me. But I mean, being in there with fucking the clowns, it was the shit. I mean, I looked up to those guys for so long, and you know, they were major inspirations to my music. So being able to get in there and work with them, and for them like fucking, you know, wanting to work with me and, you know, guide me and mold me and everything, it was very fucking surreal and it was very humbling. And I'll always be appreciative to those guys for what they did for me. They're the shit, and they're fucking legends and always will be legends. Right,
I was just wondering, as for Abaddon, I was wondering why you chose him specifically, considering all the other things you would have chosen in that regard.
why I chose Abaddon specifically?
Yeah.
Because I guess there's a million fucking things that Abaddon means, and it just depends on what culture and what religion you fucking adapt to or whatever. But for me, it was about him being the fucking, pretty much the demon or the god of destruction. And that's how I live my life. I destroy everything I love. And I'm only fucking happy, like I say in one of my songs, moving on, I'm only happy with the shit I break. Like the only time I'm fucking happy is when I'm fucking something up for some reason. And I don't know if I talked about this last year, but like most people, when they're fucking little kids, they enjoy building things with Legos and shit. My favorite thing to do was to stomp on that shit as soon as I fucking built it. I built up the biggest fucking castles of fucking Legos and fucking that's whatever. As soon as I got to tear the shit down, that was my fucking happiness. So yeah, Abaddon, the god of destruction, that's pretty much why I picked him out, because that's how I live my life. I'm a destroyer. What can I say? Ask all my ex-girlfriends and...
What's up, Boondox?
Alright.
So you used to talk about having a really bad fear of flying. What did you do to get over your fear of flying?
I'm still not completely over it, but I'll do it. The one thing I did, there's like these fucking videos on YouTube, and like they like guide you through like why the plane does this and how the plane sounds and how the plane's built and all this other shit, and like it helps a little bit, but I'm still scared of doing it. One thing that's interesting about that though I didn't know, and I don't know if you guys knew this, there's never been a plane in the history of aviation brought down by turbulence. Did you guys know that? That helped me out a lot, because that shit scares the shit out of me, the turbulence, but knowing that shit's never like brought a plane down or wherever, that shit helped. So that's pretty much it. YouTube videos, they help me out every day in my life.